Hello and welcome. My name's Brian Caplen. I'm editor of The Banker. I'm here with Tom Hoops. He's an executive vice president for Wells Fargo Asset Management. Welcome, Tom.
Thanks.
Tell me, asset management seems to be becoming more important for banks. Is that a correct reading of the situation?
It certainly is becoming more important for Wells Fargo. I think for us it's an important initiative, just the investments business broadly defined. I mean, both on the advisory side through brokerage and wealth and retirement, but also on the asset management side in creating institutional quality investment capabilities.
Okay, and at Wells you've obviously seen huge growth. A lot of that has been due to the merger of Wachovia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, give us a little bit of a take on what the growth strategy has been over the last few years and what it's going to be like over the next few years going forward.
Sure. After the Wachovia, which had Evergreen and Wells Fargo and their asset management, we've vastly improved the depth and quality of our investment teams, and through some additional teams and acquisitions we've made, I think we've built out a fairly broad set of investment capabilities. Where growth comes from now is really taking that and being more of a solutions provider for our existing clients, and then of course continuing to acquire new client relationships as well.
Okay, but I guess asset management is like every other kind of business in banking. I mean, it's very competitive at the moment and we're living in quite tough economic times. I mean, how do you make it profitable and viable for the bank?
Yeah, so
as well as being attractive to the customer, of course.
Right, well that's actually where you start,
yeah.
Right? You start by solving problems and helping clients take advantage of opportunities, and from there you succeed. So for us, it's having a broad set of world-class institutional asset management capabilities, and then having the relationships, having a plan-level dialogue with clients, understanding what their issues are, what their challenges are, and then going back, thinking about our capabilities and coming to them with a solution. So it's not about products, it's about trying to find solutions for clients. And if you do that, and you continue to do it well and deliver good performance, the other things take care of themselves.
Now you head up what's called the Affiliated Managers Division.
Correct.
So what exactly does that mean?
So we have our investment teams housed in two different sub-businesses under asset management. The largest is Wells Capital Management, where we have over 30 teams doing mostly traditional active long-only investment management on both the equity and the fixed income and money market side. Over in the affiliates, we have 7 different separately branded investment teams that tend to focus more on alternatives, quantitative, and specialty strategies.
Okay. Now, as an asset manager, I mean, you must be interested in the general outlook for the economy. I mean, we're starting to get some much better news out of the US these days,
Mm-hmm.
not so much in Europe. I mean, how do you feel things are going in terms of the general recovery of the world economy?
Yeah, I mean, I think the recovery is not as fast as everyone would like, but I think our view is that it continues apace. And as we talk to clients now, concerns are really around, particularly maybe on the fixed income side, what happens when rates start to rise.
Yeah.
And we've been in such a low yield environment. Clients have dedicated risk budgets to fixed income, so they need to be in the asset class. And how do they continue to search for yield in a low rate environment, but also think about what might happen when rates rise? I
mean, the one part of the world that has been doing much better than here in Europe and the States has been Asia. So how is your business progressing in Asia?
We continue to grow client relationships in both Europe and Asia. And in fact, we have recently set up dedicated institutional client management professionals in both of those regions. Matter of fact, I'm here this week interviewing some finalist candidates for Europe to be based here in London, because we've been fortunate to add enough clients here where it's time to really start managing those relationships locally.
Okay, and clearly it's asset management, like any other kind of business these days, very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where is the competition coming from, and how do you meet it?
Competition comes from a number of different sources, and it really depends probably on the type of solution one is talking about and the type of asset class. How we meet it is we have what I think is a somewhat fairly unique business model, where we have a focus on autonomous, independent investment teams. We want to preserve and protect the culture and the entrepreneurial spirit of independent investment teams focused on serving clients' needs, but then at the same time connect where it makes sense them to the scale advantages of a large financial services firm. And so I think our competitive advantages are offering clients the scale and comfort level of working with one of the world's best, if I must say, financial services firms, but at the same time knowing that the ultimate portfolio management is done by small, focused, autonomous teams that deliver alpha over time.
Tom, thanks very much for coming into the studio and sharing your thoughts about
Certainly.
the asset management business with us. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.